Women's Basketball Weekly Update, joined by the head coach, Aaron Johnston. The Port Classic this past weekend, a nice win at home. 2 more home games coming up this week. Feel pretty good about where the squad is right now?
Yeah, had a good week. Port Classic was great. What a turnout for both games. I mean, Frost Arena was what people really think about for a special day, and a couple of good wins combined with a great tradition there. It just was a fun place to be. You know, there are certainly times where people come out for certain games, but Frost is, always full, and that was a special atmosphere, I think, to have the doubleheader. So great day. Yeah, I feel good about where the team is at. We had a good win. That has been a few of our games this year. We've really had to play well defensively, and we did. We did a great job defensively, and as our offense got comfortable, we were able to create some separation in that game. Really had some good performances, but it was a great day for both teams, and feel good about the 2 wins.
Yeah, nice team win. And Tegan Larson, again, she's starting to really pick things up here as we come down the stretch of her senior campaign.
Yeah, I really like how she's playing. She's scoring in different ways. It's not just as a post, not just as a perimeter player. She's getting to the free throw line a lot, and you just really can't undervalue that, because that's not only good for her, but it's putting pressure on the other team, and it's changing maybe their rotations and what they want to do. So with her and Peyton both being as aggressive as they have been, that's been a good dynamic for our team. There are a few things you'd like to see different in that game. Certainly want to make a few more free throws, want to make a few more shots, but those things happen at times, and it's great to see the defense play well enough to keep us where we need to be. Great to see the effort continue to stay up the way it was, and we finally created some separation. But Tylee, I thought, also had one of her better games. Really shot the ball well from the three-point line, really active defensively. I think we turned Omaha over 17 times, and Tylee's pressure on the ball and in some passing lanes were a big part of that. And when you have juniors and seniors stepping up this time of year, that's really key.
Urban's been in double figures 2 of her last 3. The one awkward note here in these last couple of games, 2 comfortable wins overall, but the last couple of minutes, things have gotten away from you a little bit.
Well, credit to Omaha. I think they made 7 of 8 threes in that fourth quarter, and they had multiple people doing it. And when a team catches fire like that, it's hard to stop them. We've been on the other side of that, where we've been shooting it well too. So they did a great job of hanging in there, I thought. But we're still getting good minutes for all of our players, and figuring out how we can move forward with those players, what they have to do to continue to improve, and always able to develop teams for the future as well.
Well, certainly happy where you're at, as you said. Now you have 2 games this week, and it's neat, too, chance to honor a couple of different things. We honor academic night. We'll wear pink jerseys for a game. Just neat ways to honor those, either that work here on campus that should be, or obviously those who have been through so much.
Yeah, we get really focused on what we do sometimes as athletes, as coaches, on the courts and in fields and wherever we compete. And I don't want to say forget, but sometimes the focus can be, just on the winning and losing. And the reality is, whether you're a women's basketball player or employee or whatever, all of us have a lot going on in our lives, and this is a great way to honor those 2 things. You mentioned the academic night, great way for all of our student athletes who have really excelled to get a round of applause and a pat on the back, and then we turn around and have that Think Pink game, which has always been really important to us. We've done a lot, I think, in the last several years. Our fans have been fantastic of supporting that cause. We'll auction the jerseys off like we have. Really cool jerseys this year, so if you've bought one in the past, this one will look a little different and really, I think, be a special time. But it's a great event, and we've partnered with some really good people to continue to see that grow.
Well, it's really cool. Obviously, kudos to you and the program for doing that. And we look at the matchups here, 2 teams coming in. And I don't think we've talked about this enough. Certainly, SDSU, USD are the 2 teams at the top. But, man, 3 through 9, there are some absolute dogfights when you look at how these teams are playing against one another, and these 2 teams certainly exemplify that.
Yeah, you look at our game against Denver, in Denver, and it was close. I think we might have been down 2 in the second half, and then we finally created some separation. So, the distance between all the teams in the league a lot of times is very, very close, and we'll have to play well this week to have the kind of results that we want. But all these teams have been just competing and battling. All of us can see the end coming, all fighting for things that are very important to us. Specifically to Denver, really good offensive team, and they have the ability to score inside with both post players. They can shoot the 3. They're a hard team to slow down, and I think we really struggled with that at times out there. So we'll have to have a good plan, but I like where we're playing. I think we've been good defensively, and hopefully if we can get back and get set, try and slow them down and find some ways to score.